Hey, once again, I am back. It's the Uncle, and welcome to another episode of TUBARS, the Uncle Bris Review Show. Listen, my man, y'all know I've been following him, man, for quite some time now. All right, I definitely reviewed a couple of his albums in the past. He made my top 10 albums of the year a few years back, and I'm talking about none other than my man Dell-P gave us I Can't Make This Up. So I'm going to hop into that joint a little later. I got to tell y'all my thoughts on that. So just stay tuned. You feel what I'm saying? But guess what? I'm going to need y'all to subscribe. All right? It ain't enough. It ain't enough. I know I said this before, but hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? True hip-hop heads will appreciate what I got to offer. This is like, you know, none other than, I like to call it the next Rap City in the Basement. Yo, MTV Raps. I'm going to show y'all some dope videos. So I'm going to need y'all to hang in there with me. But before I do that, the pickup segment. All right, now listen, man. Hey, my man King Shams, man. You know what I mean? He don't get no credit. And he's from a place, you know, in Philly that is definitely has its own, a personality. And I'm talking about West Philly. You know what I mean? My man is back with this Rise of Corleone. It got some great production. It got some West Philly hood tales that, you know, again, shows the separation from the rest of Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really getting some enjoyment out of that. I got, what else did I get? I got Rashid Chappelle's The Nonstop, the JFK, the ATL. I'm definitely enjoying that. He always got some wordplay, always got something to say. And another one that I feel like gets overlooked, you know what I mean? My man H-Man from Philly, he got this Know Your Worth joint. I grabbed that. I'm getting some enjoyment out of that. And, you know, I'm smiling. I'm smiling. But in the back of my mind, just like everybody else, as far as hip-hop is concerned, Fat Man Scoop. I mean, how can we, you know, do something without at least acknowledging and saying that he will definitely be missed by the hip-hop community. You know, appreciate people when they're here. My man died doing what he loved, and we all want to be like that, you know, just leaving this earth, just knowing that we made a mark on what we love and what we appreciate. So I just wanted to take a couple of minutes, man, just a couple of seconds rather, just to acknowledge my man and just say he will definitely be missed in the rap community. So I'm going to see y'all on the back end. I'm going to get y'all back hyped with some dope videos.
It's Chrissy. You ain't no killer if it take a pill to make you something. Pop a Addy, then you automatic like you do something. I don't ever do frontin', stepping in like who want it, break it down, the news coming, shaking up the room, stunting. Ain't no killer if it take a pill to make you something. Pop a Addy, then you automatic like you do something. I don't ever do frontin', stepping in like who want it, break it down, news coming, shaking up the room, stunting, baking up the pie like I got a lot to move. All you in my way, bout to move to make some room. I ain't here to play. If they buzzin', got the tune, getting out the way, let the maggots all consume you. Why he steady hating when he know I'm what they waiting for? Saw potential lost, they got it back, and now it's waging war. Family ties that kill you if that's what you aiming for. Me, I really came for more. Me, I'm trying to up the score. Ain't no killer if it take a pill to make you pop a Addy, then you automatic like you do something. I don't ever do frontin', stepping in like who want it, break it down, the news coming, shaking up the room, stunting. You ain't no killer if it take a pill to make you something. Pop a Addy, then you automatic like you do something. I don't ever do frontin', stepping in like who want it, break it down, news coming, shaking up the room, stunting.
Everybody talking clips, don't nobody let their hand extend. Gatekeeper, I be trying to let my family in. Y'all ain't really cool in real life, that's your camera friend. He too sensitive and need to switch his panties then. I be with them OGs, I don't see L's. They some crabs, gotta feed them boys she sells. You got all his mouth, but you leaving out the details. Them you quiet, but you tough in front of females.
You ain't no killer if it take a pill to make you do something. Pop a Addy, then you automatic like you do something. I don't never do frontin', stepping in like who want it, break it down, news coming, shaking up the room, stunting.
Introduce Dell-P, one of the hottest artists from Philly. Nephew, yeah, I be music.
Yo, 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 yo. 25-8, working overtime. Can't rock with the snakes, they ain't no broken mind. Born to shine, can never take our gleam. Donnie and Dell-P gon' forever reign supreme. 25-8, working overtime. Can't rock with the snakes, they ain't no folk of mine. Born to shine, can never take our gleam. Down in your Dell-P, gon' forever reign supreme. Tell yourself, never your soul, that's forever the goal. A few keeping it true, most I question the road. Only said stay ahead of the curve. Spot pretenders, actions speak louder than words, they got agendas. Crazy how they never embrace you until you're viral. Act shaky, but as soon as you make it, feel entitled. Wanna feel its best, no debate, I say it proudly. Wishing them success, even if they feel a way about me. Losses in the past, from the ashes I rose from it. Never question destiny, I'm in control of it. They risk integrity to go platinum and gold from it. I'm meant to hit my target regardless, I'm so covered. Can't deny my movement, I'm proving that I'm a factor. They got too much pride to salute it, I hear the chatter. Asking how I'm catching these blessings and not them. I got 2 words to answer your questions, I'm him. 25-8, working overtime. Can't rock with the snakes, they ain't no folk of mine. Born to shine, can never take our gleam. Down in your Dell-P, gon' forever reign supreme. 25-8, working overtime. Can't rock with the snakes, they ain't no folk of mine. Born to shine, can never take our gleam. Down in your Dell-P, gon' forever reign supreme. Old school, new school, need to learn though. All we got is just no time to be a turncoat. Had to turn it up, I put my speed on turbo. Underground king, never will I be commercial. That's a promise, not too many greater, let's be honest. Most valuable player like Giannis. Lingo be atomic, I've been nice as Dre released the chronic. Wanna feature, send that deposit or I won't appear. Cash app or PayPal, then we'll go from there. Gotta pay for greatness, so I hope it's clear. We owe the world, keep an open air. Donnie and PZ got it poppin', yeah, I know they scared. Fan Fortune still alive and kicking, even though their life been kinda different. Staying at it cause the time is ticking. Can't be stagnant, we got a mission. Choose you can use, I advise you listen. 25-8, working overtime. Can't rock with the snakes, they ain't no folk of mine. Born to shine, can never take our gleam. Down in your Dell-P, gon' forever reign supreme. 25-8, working overtime. Can't rock with the snakes, they ain't no folk of mine. Born to shine, can never take our gleam. Down in your Dell-P, gon' forever reign supreme.
Hey, once again, I am back. It's the Uncle, and welcome to the second segment of TUBARS, the Uncle Bris Review Show. Listen, if y'all been following me, y'all know that my man Dell-P has been putting out some quality work. I featured a few of his albums in his catalog on this show. I mean, he was able to make my top 10 list one year. You know, I've sat down with him, I've interviewed him. Got some quality work out there. Well, we got Wordsmith, we got To the Moon and Beyond, we got The People's MC, my personal favorite, A New Beginning. Anybody who follows me, they know darn well that I really, really love that. And my man is back because a lot of times, you know, things happen in your life. You doing all these things, you touring, and you're trying to tell people what's going on, and you tell them, but guess what? They don't believe you half the time, and you can't make this up. So that's what this album is called. When I seen it, it intrigued me, the title. I'm like, all right, I got to get up in here because evidently my man is going to be telling us some stuff, you know, that we wouldn't believe, all right? At the beginning, we got world news, okay? Comes a nice little positive interlude before my man gets into these rhyme schemes, and I love the beat. He talks hip-hop, promoting negativity, how, you know, we get unfair treatment from the government, black on black crime, you know, us killing each other. Sometimes it needs to be addressed. He's going to talk about it. Hopefully it can help the youth. Talks about the negativity in on the social platforms. I really, really dig that. And regardless, he's always going to show positivity. That's what my man Dell-P does. Always positive. So from the outset, we good. We in. Then we got, I mean, come on, man. You look on the track list, we got The Balance featuring none other than another dope MC from Philly, Freeway. I mean, come on. The beat is dope. Positive bars of success. You know, still able to keep the true hip hop listeners interested because of the flow. You know what I'm saying? They just both captivate you. Freeway comes in killing it. They both just riding the beat. Two veteran MCs from Philly. From the outset, we like, okay, we definitely in. We definitely in. Then we got a little interlude from Tragedy. You know, Gaddafi. We all know they linked up a little bit back. They've been keeping in contact. Tragedy definitely, you know, supports and understands the direction that my man Dell-P is headed in. Then we got Heat 'Em Up. All right, I love the beat. The beat sounds real crisp. I think this is what we got the production from DJ Flash, if I'm not mistaken, from the Justice League. I really dig that. The scratching in the chorus, the backbiting when you start to blow, regardless of what happens or who tries to stop you, stop Dell. You know, in this case, it won't. He doesn't need to be signed to a major to get known. I mean, this track is just a warning to those chasing your dreams about the snakes and the backstabbers. And I really dig the chorus on this track. Then we got Can't Go featuring Forever Tailor Made, Son of the 215. We got Jay Reezy on the vocals. If you're not familiar, nice, you know, sultry voice. I really dig his tones. And this track, man, really smooth, man. I have to say, a nice change of pace, dedicated to the respectable women out there that deserve a good man. My man Dell talks. He gets a little personal on here, you know, talking about meeting his wife, you know, and the different steps that he had to go through in order for her to become his wife. So it's just a real track that women can appreciate. And if dudes want to be real men, you know, you could kind of take heed to this, you know, because we all, for real, at the end of the day, regardless of whatever, you want to be married, you want to be with somebody. I like this. It's a different track. It shows really some respect for the women out here. Then we got One of the Few. All right. Again, I love when these two dudes team up. Donnie Boy. I mean, the beat is crazy. When they collab, crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Takes me back to that early energy Dell had, man, on A New Beginning. That's why I love that album. This joint, it's a banger, man. It's telling the listeners that he's one of them ones in this hip hop thing, man. He won't stop. He won't let up. He won't stop. You know, a few are chosen to do this. He's definitely one. A lot have came and they're gone, but he's still hanging around. You know what I'm saying? One of the few. He is here to stay. All right, then we got More Life featuring my man from Detroit. You know what I mean? I ain't even know they was connected, but I'm glad they are. My man Jovi, man. I love this beat. Tricada, if I'm not mistaken, he does the majority of the production on this album. It's a nice, smooth beat. Again, positive. This is a celebration of life track. You know, we all go through stuff in our lives that, you know, where people try to stop you. They try to halt your dreams. And no, we gonna keep doing this. We gonna keep going. My man Jovi, again, you know, it's just good to hear this collab, man. He talks struggles. He talks his fight. And just, again, just being able to fight through it. You know, you can live your life the best way that you can. And it's just a nice spoken word on the back end of this by Michael Burton, if I'm not mistaken. So I really enjoy that. The only thing I will say about that particular track is because of the three verses and the spoken word on there, it is a little lengthy. You know what I mean? It's a little long, but definitely a good track. Then we got The Promise, okay? The beat is crazy. All right, I can't even explain. You know what I mean? I love this because it's a nice tempo change for my man Dell, man. You know, he flows with the beat. He tells about how his dedication, he's going to be dedicated to just giving us pure hip hop. The promise that he made to his mother that he was going to be successful. He wishes he could share it with her. I feel exactly the same. You know, I ain't even gonna get sad. But guess what? You know, again, the successes he going to share with his team. This is actually one of my favorite tracks, man. I love the line where he says his followers is pure, and you know, your favorite rapper he could polish the floor with the ball. You know what I mean? Something around that. But at the end of the day, it's just a really dope quotable on this track. All right. Then we got, you know, the title track. I Can't Make This Up, featuring Melee Sparks. You know, a feel good beat from the start. You know, it's one of them Jones. I don't know how it just took me back to like cruising in the drop top. You know what I mean? The beat kind of switches halfway through. Another produced track by Tricada. Dell, you know, he does what I like him to do. You know, he does what I need him to do a little bit more on this track. You know, he delivers kind of deep, you know, laying out his humble beginnings, almost calling it quits, but, you know, just learning that his core fan base is going to support him no matter what. And this is, you know, this is the reason why he does this. This is the reason why he stays around. You know, we got Melee. He kills this joint also. So I dig that, y'all. Now, this kind of surprised me. I ain't even gonna hold you. The Red and Black Lumberjack rap. Now, when I'm looking down the track list and I see this, I'm like, yo, he gotta murder this joint. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you, man, I like the beat. But the title, you know, it just had me thinking this joint was going to be a little harder. You know what I'm saying? I can't front just because of that Red and Black Lumberjack rap. You know, the production is great, you know, and of course, great bars as usual. My man never lacks bars. You know, he got some really dope quotables on here. The Lord of the Underground, I Do It All. That's such a dope line. But I gotta say, man, this title, Dell, man, when we say lumberjack, fam, you gag me on that a little bit, you know what I mean? Still a dope track, but I was like, yo, you know. All right, then we got Hear Me Out, the single. You feel me? Featuring my man Grand Poobah. I mean, we heard this one too. The single came out a little bit ago. A nice boom bap feel, you know, a nice pure hip hop chorus, pure bars from just two true pioneers. I'm going to say that, pioneers in this hip hop thing. I love this, man. I'm surprised, but my man Grand Poobah still has it. You know what I mean? And you know, this is what true hip hop heads appreciate, man. And this is what true lyricists have to offer. So I definitely enjoy that. We got the Wordsmith Experience. Again, nice production. All right. You know, my man Dell, he got bars. He never lacks bars. He's always displaying bars. You know what I'm saying? We got Just Imagine featuring Mel Austin. I love Mel Austin. I love his soulful voice, man. A positive story as usual about change in the inner city, change for the youth. If we put our minds together and stick together, we can help the youth. You know, talks to these young kids killing each other, women exploiting themselves, you know, for popularity, you know, taking their clothes off, all of this stuff online. You know, I just really appreciate the message in this track. And Mel's soulful voice, I've always appreciated it, man. Dope. Then we got Ben here on the back end featuring Royal Flush, excuse me. A dope flip on a true R&B beat. If you're not familiar with it, then you know what, you need to take your ears off because you ain't been listening to music. But another tale of pain, you know, that we've all been through. You know, my man, it gets a little personal again. In regards to, you know, the death of his mother and how the pain is familiar. It keeps happening in our lives. We've all been there before. Surprisingly, again, my man Royal Flush on the back end of this, he definitely shows that he can still flow with the beat and you know, solid on the back end. All right, I'm a rate this. All right, I will say this. The album, it is a little bit lengthy, but I think it's just because of the time of the songs. You know, some of them are like 4 to 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes. You know, I don't know, maybe 12 or 13 tracks. You know what I'm saying? Could have been good. I do wish my man Dell, he know. I just wish he would have got a little bit more personal, you know, maybe tell, you know what I mean, like a story about his past. It don't even got to be his past, you know, but maybe of someone that he known. You know, we older now, you know what I mean? We've been through a whole lot. Could have had a positive outcome, negative outcome, whatever, you know what I mean? Definitely got to change the pace on here with one of my favorite songs, The Promise. That is, right now, it could change, but that's like my favorite song on the joint. You know, it maybe switch up the pace a little bit on the album with a couple of more, you know, just some personal and some fast, slow pace joints, you feel me? So I'm going to rate this joint. I'm going to get off of y'all nerves. And I'm going to tell you, this is a solid body of work, man. Dell-P has never lacked bars. We know that he can rap. And you know, my first cousin. That's a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Peace.